Here's a cool tip for working with the tune-o-matic bridges that won't tune. My friend John Soule bought this guitar with his dad in New York City at Sam Ash Music in 1964. That's the year it was made, and played it in college, but he hasn't played it for years, and it's here for a setup. The strings are laying right on the frets, and I'm going to raise it up at the bridge real easy with this bridge jack. This is a tool that I saw used at Gibson when I visited the factory often during my band days in the 60s. I always remembered that tool, then years later we made it here at Stu Mac. Whoa, that's out of tune, man. If it's out of tune, the first thing I'm going to do is run a straight edge down the center of the neck and put a piece of tape in the area of the 12th fret. You're going to mark on that with a pencil, the center of the 12th, that's your scale length, and then about 9/64 more than that for compensation, and that's the important mark. Because when you move that down to the bridge, the second mark should be in the center of the bridge area approximately, not that. So this bridge is way too far forward, at least that much if not more. There's no way it's going to play in tune without this fix. So what I'm showing you here is we want to move the post back about 3/16, and then it'll play in tune. For many years I've plugged these holes with a birch dowel or maple dowel, put some cherry red on it, and re-drill the posts. And that's a good fix, and I could do it now, but with the vintage guitar market the way it is, this guitar is worth a lot of money and it's mint. So what I came up with is this. I made these little posts on my lathe. It's an offset thumb wheel. That's a post that slides into the hole, and in the center is the post moved back 3/16 of an inch. With a pair of these on here, this guitar will play in tune, and if John ever wants to go back playing out of tune, he can still put the original parts back on. And you don't need a metal lathe to do this. You can do it like this, and I'll show you. I drilled a hole that was about 110 thousandths through the side of a thumb wheel, 3/16 off center, and it just happened to be the right size for this pickup screw. And then the screw kind of cut its own thread, and that becomes my post. I'm going to cut that off with a hacksaw and be in business. Clean up any burrs, screw it down in there tight. Then I'd take it off and put some JB Weld on it and make that permanent. It's epoxy with metal in it. Put some JB Weld on your 632 post, and you have the same thing I made right there in your shop. Now I'm going to take them both out and just clean off the dirt with a little preservation polish, and we can install this bridge and see if it plays in tune. These are old strings and it's right in there. I know it's going to work perfectly once I get the action where I want it. And I have to shorten these posts. They're too tall. They're stock posts. Hey John, you're going to love this. If you don't, I'll keep it.